Hello everyone, and welcome to Week 2, Round 1, Game 2. Today, we have the Exotic Eggs versus the Evolving Monkeys. And this one, it's set to be a pretty good game. This is also another game where these teams haven't played yet, but they've both shown a lot of improvement their last few games, and especially with the trades that just happened, I'd say these teams are a lot more powerful than they were. So we're just gonna have to see how this turns out. But anyways, here are the fielding and batting orders for both teams. And with that said, let's get right into the video. Okay, as I explained to Jace, since Gilder is not present with us today, he's on vacation, he forfeits the coin flip, so Jace, you will have the pick of the map for today. Any of our daytime maps. Your daytime maps are Mario Stadium, Bowser Jr.'s Playroom, Daisy Cruiser, and DK Jungle. Any of those four?
Let's do Daisies.
Daisy Cruiser?
Yeah.
Alright.
The monkeys and lizards.
Yeah, it is. His team is just full of monkeys and lizards. Welcome to Week 2, Round 1, Game 2. We're gonna have the Exotic Eggs versus the Evolving Monkeys. Unfortunately, Coach Gilder is not with us. He is on vacation right now. But he has left his trusty fielding coach, Red Magic Koopa, in charge of his team. He will surely lead them to victory. On a side note, though, the Eggs coach is in fact here. Say hi to everybody, Jace. It's been a while. So, it's been a while. I had this discussion with the other two coaches. Has your team gone through any training this past month?
Partially. We've switched out a few people for, who was it again? Pianta, Toad, and I think that's...
I believe Red Shy Guy as well.
Oh, yes, yeah. He is no longer with us.
My goodness, Diddy Kong. And the two Kritter brothers waving at the camera. Man, strong start from the monkeys. Today, we are also joined by Josh and the Fool, if you guys would like to say hi.
Yep.
Oh, man. The monkeys...
We got the Hawaiian and the Mexican in chat.
That's crazy.
Dude, I just realized that Dixie Kong? Is this Dixie Kong? She's wearing slippers.
This is Tiny Kong.
What?
This is Tiny Kong, okay.
Oh.
She is wearing slippers. That is interesting.
Tiny Kong.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, wait, why is she wearing shoes? That's very strange.
They're like almost like house slippers, like they're not...
Yeah.
Yeah. The monkeys having a pretty strong... Wow, what a hit from Diddy Kong! Off the table!
Crazy.
Oh my gosh, skillful play. You see Red Kritter up to bat. Got a runner on third and second. Monkeys have been showing a very strong start to this game. Too bad I can't ask Gilder if they've gone through any training, but I'm guessing they did. Wow, Blooper throwing him 3 balls right now.
Crazy.
Oh, he's gonna have to throw some strikes though.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh! We're actually the first time you've ever seen 2 strikes, 3 balls. And a star throw! A moon throw for Blooper! He hits it somehow! Oh my gosh!
This is crazy!
This is a crazy face-off! Oh, a slide, but the bananas are so good!
Wow.
Whoever threw those bananas. That was really clutch, as we see Tiny Kong managing to get home, and Red Kritter making it to base. The face-off, Red Kritter manages to win it. That was That was quite a back and forth that just happened. Oh, that's... Oh, barely. Almost a really good hit from K-Rool. Blooper gonna manage to strike him out. That's an interesting thing I wanted to ask you. Why Blooper on your pitcher's mound?
So he sucks a little more at pitching than Boo, but he's a little more consistent in everything else. And he does have a decent pitching stat, actually.
Yeah, he's been a pretty good pitcher so far. We unfortunately see Green Kritter getting a very good hit, getting Diddy Kong in. Oh my god, the moonball. Peter Griffin not even gonna try to swing at that. See, 2 strikes. Gets a hit, but it's pop fly. Shy Guy's gonna catch that. 2 runs from the Monkeys, a strong showing. We see the Eggs gonna have a new member. Recognize this guy, used to be on the muscles, but Wario is quite keen on getting rid of him. As we see though, Toad, Yellow Toad, getting a really good hit. Start us out, top of the 2nd inning. And we see the man himself, Blooper. Pitching wizard. Oh, tries to swing at that. That's a really hard one to hit. That's a good hit. Green Kritter actually went for the dive, but it was just so, like, perfectly placed from Blooper, actually. See, an RBI challenge coming from Dry Bones.
Wow.
Another banana ball, my goodness. 2 strikes. And a changeup. Oh, and a fumble from Green Kritter!
Wow.
That's very unfortunate. We see bases loaded now. This is Green Shy Guy. Shy Guys are not known for their good hitting, but perhaps this is the game that finally the Shy Guy will clutch up.
Man, I think
swing and a
he's
miss.
Done that. I think he's pitched his, like, star pitch or whatever, the 2nd hit every time so far.
Oh my gosh. Diddy actually catching that ball, getting the double play. But getting upset.
Getting the double play and getting upset is pretty wild. Perfectionism
That's
runs deep.
hilarious.
that is ego at its finest right there. It was a really good play from Diddy, too. I'm very surprised they got upset from that. And that one's going straight to Green Kritter. Unfortunately, the Eggs just barely not able to answer with a run of their own. We still got plenty of innings, though. Just the bottom of the 2nd. And I will add, Daisy Cruiser is quite a volatile map. You can have a lot of players get home runs because the edges of this map are quite small compared to a lot of other maps. So if somebody gets a good hit to right or left, it's probably going out. We see new player, Mr. Burns, gonna hit a ground ball to Yoshi. Back to Baby DK. Monkeys already rotating their batting order. Oh my, that's a fastball right there. What the heck? When the Boo's actually gonna get Baby DK on first. We see Blooper actually getting tired already. Yoshi able to close out that inning. Going to the top of the 3rd. So any predictions for the game, lads? Oh, wow. We see
Not
Red
really.
Kritter being put on the pitcher's mound.
I don't know. It's hard to say. After my game against the monsters, it seems like the season's pretty wild.
That's a good hit from Paragoomba. I mean, we did see the eggs get loaded bases second inning. Wow, that's a
Dude,
really
what is
good
this
hit.
hit?
That's a really good hit from Yoshi, like straight down center. You see 2 on base. Run on first and second. No outs. Another good hit from the eggs.
Oh!
And K-Rool actually getting hit by a shell. Paragoomba makes a run for it, makes it home. With an excellent shell toss. You see another RBI challenge. Blue Pianta, your newcomer. He's got quite the swing. Ooh, that was a bad hit.
That is definitely a swing.
Oh, that's another bad hit, but can Yoshi make it home? He did.
Oh, he did?
Diddy Kong opting for the double play over throwing it home. So we are going to see a tie game. Ooh, and that's a really
Oh,
top fly. Peter Griffin's going to make it there. Perhaps Diddy Kong, you know, made a good call right there. Stop the bleeding while you can. You let that one go through, but as long as you score more, come out on top. Oh my!
he hit that.
He hit that! Very impressed with Diddy Kong in this game. As we see, Blooper gonna get changed out. Boo,
Oh,
the
no.
fielding coach for the eggs. Gonna put Yoshi on the mound.
We lost.
Oh, and Blooper not affected by the POW, actually!
Oh, that's what happened.
My good, wow, that was... Man, Boo, making some plays. Putting Blooper on the shortstop.
Dang.
Actually gonna be able to get that double play.
Blooper be popping off.
Yeah, Blooper's showing up this game. He managed to get a strikeout. And I'm pretty sure he's gotten some good hits as well. And speaking of Blooper, here he is. He's back. Ooh, that's a fastball right there.
Dang.
Star throw from Red Kritter. Another star throw.
Oh my gosh. And
Good
he still hit it.
Blooper showing his stuff this game. Oh my gosh, another star throw.
Dang.
Red Kritter
He's on
just
a roll.
going off.
What? Wow.
Charge hit from Dry Bones, but it's gonna be caught. Ooh, Blooper barely making it. Should be an easy double play. It's a right to green Kritter. Still going into a tie game. We see kind of a scary lineup coming up. Kritter, Peter Griffin, Kritter. Ooh, and that's a really good hit from Kritter.
Oh, is that a
I
home
think it's
run?
just out. Monty Mole just wasn't gonna get there in time. Kritter just slamming to the left field. And Monty Mole was just not even close to getting there in time.
Yeah. It was like directly at the line too.
Yeah, that was a really, really rough hit for the eggs. It's not too bad. It's still only 2-3. Oh my gosh, another good hit. Is this one going over? No, just barely.
Man, these critters hit so far.
Bad contact from Brown Kritter. Noki's gonna be able to clean that one up. Mr. Burns back up. The newest member. He hasn't shown us much yet. So, and that's a good slide from Green Noki. Gonna close out the inning. Alright, coming up from the eggs. Monty Bowl, Paragoomba, Yoshi. Not the scariest lineup, I will say. But they can make some setup. You know, get something going. Ooh, bad hit. And everyone's gonna get stunned. We see Red Kritter getting a little upset. Red Madge is gonna have to trade him out soon. It's a good hit from Paragoomba. Ground ball, but it was hit in such a way that nobody could get there. Red Magic Koopa gonna now put Green Kritter on the plate. Ooh, bad hit from Yoshi. It's gonna be an easy double play. Oh, no it's not! Wow, Yoshi actually managing to run to first fast enough. Does have the highest speed stat out of every character. My gosh, all the critters seem to have the exact same throwing technique. Ooh, a good slide from
Wow.
Mr. Burns. Closing out the inning. The monkeys up by 1 point still. Yeah, he's gonna have to mount a defense. That's a good start. Gotta hope Yoshi's tricky pitching can give them what they need. We see 2 strikes. A strikeout. Here we go. This is exactly what we need right now from the eggs. Another good hit from Diddy Kong. Man, Diddy Kong has been really, really good with these hits this game. I think he's gotten on base every single time. Another good hit.
Oh,
And a good shell as well. The shells have been really good this game for both teams. Got a runner on first and third, and it's K-Rool. This guy packs a punch. We see a star throw from Yoshi. He does react, but it's going to be a foul ball. Just needs one more strike. Oh, that's a good hit from K-Rool. He's going to get Diddy in.
You should never let Diddy in.
Shut up.
that's exactly what I thought.
Oh no, bro! How are you silent for most of this game? And that's the comment you make. I can't believe this.
I was waiting for the right time.
No, I
Fiending
agree.
for that.
See, look, he came back. He came back for the right comment. Okay.
Yeah, he came right back.
Hello, the fool. Welcome. How do you feel about this game so far?
I am surprised the Gilder's team is a competent team now.
I told you, man. The trades changed his team like quite a bit. They no longer
Yeah.
have DK holding them back.
Don't mean jack shit against my team though. Still undefeated.
Hey, that was
Giving
still
me
a
a
really
captain-
close game.
Giving me a captain for me is pretty crazy.
I mean, debatably,
Oh yeah, no,
it was
giving a
like.
captain for me is.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Can't you just go get a random me from the catalog, and like without having to trade a captain? Like, I think you could just do that because all you cared about was colors, right? That's the whole point of a me, the color.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
either way, though, Josh would have just took DK back out of the pool.
That's true. Yeah, technically, if he traded DK into the void, I could have taken him if I wanted. So it's kind of the same. I guess so. It's more that it's just wild that he got rid of the captain.
I mean, DK was really not doing well on his team. I will say that.
It's true. It's true.
Man, just not the luck that
I'm gonna
the
go
Eggs are
back
looking
into the
for.
ether now.
You're going back into the ether. Goodbye, my friend. Man, the monkeys, they've just been really solid this game. Blooper managing to catch that invisible ball, though.
Yeah, fielding the invisible ball when it just went invisible isn't as crazy as catching it when it was thrown invisible.
That's a good
Oof.
hit. And Paragum is not able to get there in time.
That is a good hit.
These critters seem to be excelling on this map. Oh my gosh! Green Noki managed to catch that? Bro, I don't know if he should have caught that. And
Yeah,
all of a
that
sudden,
looked a little wild.
we are actually at the top of the 7th. The Eggs are gonna need to score 2 to bring this to overtime. Oh, and the star hit. Green Shy Guy is a good way to start. Wow, and that barely used any of the star gauge, too. The good hits. Wow, really good hit, actually. Just out of Diddy Kong's range. You see, RBI challenge. Paragoomba. This guy's been hitting some good slap hits. And his team really needs one right now. That is not a good hit, though. You do have Shy Guy on third, but Yoshi, you're gonna have to get him in and get on base. Oh, it's a good hit! He gets Shy Guy in, and he's on first. Still potential for the comeback. The Eggs need to score one more run, and Green Kritter is getting tired. Noki, if there was ever a time for you to make a good hit, now would be the time. And that's a really good hit. Right, we've got 2 on base, and the newcomer, Blue Pianta. We do see a change, though. To K-Rule! Very surprising. I believe that's broken synergy in left field now. Oh, that's a fastball, though. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm pretty sure that ball just fell through the boat. Another good hit from Blue Pianta, but the POW is so bad! Oh, and that's the game!
Dang.
Oh, the POW was so bad! You just didn't need to throw it, man.
That's crazy.
K-Rool clutching up. Throwing it fast enough to Red Kritter to close out the game. The Monkeys win. By 1 point.
Another 1 point game. Yeah, another 1 point game.
I'd say the Monkeys. I'll have to ask Gilder whenever he gets back, but it looks like they were going through a training arc this past month. You know, I'm not swaying away from the Eggs either. I'd say your team did pretty well. It was a really close game, but the Monkeys, that one home run from Brown Kritter, or actually it was Green Kritter, changed the tide of the game. See? Low numbers. Blooper potentially being the MVP of this game. And Green Kritter probably being the MVP of this game, but I could maybe see some fielding stats changing it up. This is the part where I would usually have interviews, but I think I'm gonna wait until Gilder is back and try and get you both in a call.
Yeah, that was totally fine.
We'll watch it back, and then we'll see how Gilder thought about this game and how you thought about this game. So for now, I'll end the recording here, and I'll get the interviews a little bit later and patch those in. So I guess the next time they hear from us will actually be me cutting to the interviews. Okay, I know it's been a little bit, but the game should still be a little fresh in your mind. What'd you think about it? How do you think your team did?
Well, I think that, in my opinion, I think they did a little bit better than I was expecting. And I think that they just were positioned a little bit strangely, in my opinion. Yeah, I was just testing out a new positions to put people in.
I get that.
And I think some of them worked out. But I think some of the things like in the outfield could be reworked. It didn't seem like they were actively getting there fast enough.
Yeah, I will say Paragoomba, he was barely just not reaching some of those balls. I will say that.
Yeah, I know he missed not really missed several, but he definitely could have been doing better. Someone in that position, I bet.
Yeah, for sure. I will say, I think Blooper performed way better than he had any room to. That guy performed really well this game.
Yeah, I was surprised because I was thinking about putting Boo in, but then I was like, I don't know. He does have decent pitching, and he does have one kind of pitching move, right? So it seemed interesting to try him.
Yeah, I honestly would like to see the Boo come back. I mean, he did a pretty good job as fielding coach. He made some plays. You know, you guys, I'm pretty sure only lost by one this game. Yeah, you guys only lost by one. And I think it was due to Boo making some plays. I remember he put in Blooper for Yoshi, and it ended up countering a pow block play.
Literally the worst person on my team for pitching, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking.
That is a downside of captains. To say they do have good stats, but Yoshi, unfortunately, he doesn't have a good pitching stat. But he is a captain, and fielding coaches, they really like putting captains on the plate.
He really, he's good at everything else. for the most part, but yeah, his pitching could use some work.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did all right this game.
I was surprised. I was like, oh my god, I thought he was gonna do so much worse than he did, but he was nowhere near the level of Blooper.
Yeah, he managed to get a strikeout this game, I'm pretty sure, against Tiny Kong.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yes, he did.
That's crazy.
Let's talk about your newcomers for a sec. Yellow Toad, how do you feel like he did this game?
I think he was a little bit of a slightly more reliable batter than who did I trade out? I forget.
I believe you traded him for Yellow Madge, but so you traded Daisy for Blue Pianta, and you traded Red Shy Guy for Yellow Magikoopa, which you got Yellow Magikoopa.
And then traded that for Yellow Toad, I think.
Yes.
So I think it was nice having more batters, because in the first few games, I know that my team struggled quite a lot with actually getting shots on the field.
Yeah, getting on base. But this game, it was a lot more. They were a lot more comfortable. They managed to load the bases multiple times. They failed to perform a little bit, but that happens to the best of us. I mean, we've seen that many games where bases get loaded, but the team just doesn't clutch up.
Yeah, it didn't feel like they were being extremely no one got on base. I think one of my games, I don't even know if someone got on third base one of my games previously.
Yeah, I think I remember that game. I believe that was versus the Monsters.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yes. This was a vastly different showing from that time. I think they all did pretty well. And one more of your new players, Blue Pianta. How do you think Blue Pianta did this game?
I'm not too certain. I think he did quite decent for actually hitting shots, but I know he got hit out a few times for hitting weird shots.
Now, the one thing he did do really well this game, he was really good throwing items. I will say that.
Oh,
I believe
did not
he
remember
threw
that.
that green shell that got one of your runners in.
Seriously?
Yes. I believe he was the one that threw the green shell at K-Roll in the outfield.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't somewhere around there for sure.
So yeah.
I forget who batted, but I think it would have been Noki.
I think so, yes. It was either Noki or Toad, I believe.
But yeah, I think he did better than, for instance, I think he was better than Shy Guy, strangely enough.
Yeah, Shy
At
Guys.
batting.
Shy Guys are definitely not known for their batting. That is becoming a theme in the COC as of late, where bases are loaded, or like there's a guy on third, and then a Shy Guy comes up, and I'm just like, oh no, because they just haven't clutched up yet. I don't know. They trade out magnet hands for clutch batting. You know, it's they either get one or the other.
It is very strange.
Well, let's end the interview there. I'd say we covered most of your players that had an impact on this game.
Yup. I think it ended up being a little more even of a match than previous ones, at least from what I could tell, despite the fact that the Kritters were hitting it crazy in that game.
Yeah, I feel like that team was a little bit more comfortable on Daisy Cruiser than your team was. And, you know, that matchup could go a different way. I feel like you guys haven't really found a map for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't seen one yet that the team really performs like amazing on.
Yeah, it's still early in the season. You got plenty of games to find out, you know, oh, this is my go-to map. This is where I want to try and go all the time. And it will help if you remember your games where you're like, oh, I remember facing, you know, the monkeys on Daisy Cruiser and they did pretty well. So in the future, week 3 is coming up. Well, it'll be a while, but whenever week 3 comes around, we will have bans starting for maps. So that might be something to keep in mind for later.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll keep it in mind.
All right. Thank you for joining me for this interview. I know this is different from what we usually do because Gilder was not with us here, so I had to come to you guys later. But thank you for coming. All right. And then we will cut to Gilder's interview whenever I get that done. Okay, I have just shown Gilder the game that happened while he was not here. How do you think your team did?
I think they performed outstandingly. I think this is the best outcome that could have happened.
Bro, it was like...
I think...
I don't know.
Go ahead.
You guys must have trained. Can you tell us your secrets?
So, K-Rule, he's a very harsh mentor, you know. He got everyone into shape. We got a new Kritter. We had a workout routine. We taught people how to hit really good hits. And as you can see, it paid off. One of the Kritters got a home run.
Yeah, Green Kritter.
And, you know, honestly, I think the team hasn't been better since DK left. No one misses him. Not even Diddy Kong.
Not even Diddy? Oh my gosh. I mean, he did, you know, maybe this was Diddy's plot all along, bro. Because he gained the team title after DK left. Bro, he made the secret.
It must have been, deal. And you know, honestly, since Diddy has been the captain, you know, he's been performing better. So who knows?
It's only been wins, actually, I believe, since rebranding to the Monkeys.
And yes, there's only been wins. And honestly, I'm starting to think that the in-game stats are lies. They're all lies.
They're all lies.
I think that they're an estimate of what it should be, but I don't think they're a absolute truth. Because I think Diddy Kong is way undervalued in his stat lines. The same with, you know, some of the other characters on my team. And I think DK is way overvalued. That man should be below 5 on every stat line.
I agree. I think DK, he's kind of got like the Piranha Plant vibes. to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, his batting stat is so high, you'd think. Like, every time he goes up to bat, he's gonna charge, you know, get this awesome hit. But then, like, most of the time, he, like, slaps it. Or, like, even when he charge hits, it's, like, a huge pop fly. Or, like, he just gets struck out. It was really sad to see, honestly. I had high hopes for DK. And you know, I am kind of sad. That
I did too.
He's probably not going to be seen in the COC for the rest of the league, most likely.
Yeah, unless you know, he's brought onto that team of 5 captains, but you know, we'll have to wait and see.
You already know Josh has put him in the Peach Dungeons, where he is most likely not going to return. But yeah, let's go over some people on your team real quick. So, for one, K-Roll, the man, the backbone of the team, popping off with the items this game. Got a really good banana throw, really good shell throw, and you were right about him. If this guy could be a captain,
I think...
oh my god.
I do think that he should be a captain. You know, I think that he is way undervalued. He's easily one of the best players on my team. And he honestly performs in the outfield way better than any of us expected. So I think he's just all around a great player.
Yes, he's just such a good... Like, you'd think having the all-in on the batting stat would be like, yeah, he's getting good hits, but he's not going to be that good. But like you said, he's so good in that left field. You know, he got
Like,
decked by a shell.
This is what I'm talking
like...
about with, like, the stats are lies.
Stats are
like,
lies.
This is what I mean, the stats are lies, right? The outfielding stat for him is trash, but he is the size of a skyscraper. His character model is so large, and his hitbox is so large, that he just catches everything.
Yeah, and his ability is really good for the outfield as well. Having that laser ball, the clutch factor to
Yeah,
throw it
you
home. And man, let's talk about Green Kritter. He used to be on my team. I let him go to you guys. How do you feel like he did this game?
I think he did very well. He you know, he learned his place in the team. You know, he found his groove. I think being with all the critters and K Rule really, you know, showed him how to be a good player and really started having him perform.
Yeah, he came back to his king, back with his brothers, just at home. I know what you mean.
And you know, the rivalry with Diddy and K Rule are always it's always good. You know, it fuels the tension for the game. Always trying to outperform, and we saw it with you know, Diddy Kong and a Kritter today. You know, their stats were very close. They really both played their hearts out.
Yeah, Diddy Kong being 5 points behind Green Kritter. They were really playing against each other, which was funny because they were playing in left and right field or shortstop. So they were like working together at the same time. It was a very weird interaction. Your team got so much better. Like, they've just been performing well since the absence of DK. One player I do want to talk about. He didn't really shine this game, but I feel like he performed his role, like why you put him there. Mr. Burns. He made a really good slide, but that's about all he did this game.
You know, he isn't performing a lot in the field, but you know, let me tell you, he's been funding the team's training a lot.
Is that why?
K Rule eats a lot, and you know, the only person we could really find that would be, you know, could afford all of this is Mr. Burns.
I mean, yeah, Trump already being on the monsters, and Peach, you know, you gotta keep up.
We had to find, we had to find the next, you know, top 1% of wealth person, and Mr. Burns is there, and the only thing he wanted to exchange was being in the outfield, you know, so we had to let him in.
Man, what a good deal. He's definitely not plotting something behind your back. And
let's hope for the best.
Yeah, one more guy. Just one more guy. I feel like you gotta give a high five to Red Magic Koopa. Bro held it down, you know.
Red Magic Koopa. He knows what he's talking about, okay? He may not have been the best player on the team in terms of, you know, performing on the field, but that brain is being put to use in getting the best pitching strats known to man. Kritter after Kritter into a K rule on the mound. Evil work. Evil work.
Absolutely maniacal scheming coming from Red Magic 2 for this game. He just saw the trifecta. Yeah. He was like, we got these critters that we need one more out, put the king on the mound himself, and the king actually managing to get the final out. It was all part of his plan.
K-Rule throws the nastiest overheads. I thought the critters had nasty overheads. K-Rule takes a full step back windup and just throws it as hard as possible. This man, I think we will see him perform well on the pitching mound in the future if we get another game where he's forced on.
Yeah, it is pretty, like... I think that's actually the first time I've seen K-Roll put on the mound. That is, like, it's a pretty crazy wind-up. I don't think it would be legal in regular baseball.
Definitely not. Like, a lot of things would not be illegal in regular baseball. The fact that Kritter, King K-Rool, is not a captain is always going to be upsetting. Because I know, would have a insane star throw.
Bro, he would just get the cannon, shoot the batter.
Yeah. He get the cannon, like how he was like the Smash Bros type cannon. Yeah, the blunderbuss. That's what I was like. He should not have been knocked over by that shell this game. He should have simply hit down B and reflected the shell, and it would have all been fine.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Oh man. Alright. I think that is good for the interviews. I believe overall your team is improving, and they're only going to get better. I actually cannot wait for you to face my team again. I feel like that's going to be a good game. I can't wait for you to face the Monarchs and the Muscles. And especially, you have to have your grudge match back eventually. It will happen. Run back with the Monsters.
It will happen.
I think they're underestimating.
You know, I believe I won't get as done. I won't get done as dirty. I don't believe I'll be done as dirty as I was the first time.
Oh yeah, without DK there to throw them those obvious pitches, they're gonna have a much tougher game.
I'm telling you, his team is not ready for these nasty overheads. Okay.
Bro, I hope my team's ready for them. We study our games. You know the Monsters aren't practicing, but me, I'm watching your team. I know. I'm aware. I think most improved, definitely your team so far. I am very aware.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we'll end it there. Thank you for coming, even though you weren't there for the game. I appreciate you going out of your way to come.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys for joining us.
Of course.
Stay tuned. We got a lot more games coming.
Alright.
And we'll see you guys soon. Hello everyone, welcome to the end of the video. As always, if you guys made it this far, you might as well just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as if you made it to this point in the video, it means you liked some part of the video, whether it be me, some of the goons, you know how it is. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, hope you all stay tuned, and I will see you all in the next video.